Welcome back. This is the third video in the Wireless Terminology video series. This video series is designed to support the Canadian public in understanding the terminology commonly used by all wireless service providers in Canada. This video will cover contract and billing, important information. Important information you'll come across in relation to your wireless account includes an acceptable use policy identifies what is considered to be unacceptable use of the wireless provider's services and the consequences of any unacceptable use by the customer. Unacceptable use of the service includes participating in illegal activity, cyberbullying, or any other violation that each service provider identifies. Violations of an acceptable use policy may result in service suspension or disconnection, or a modification of the services available to the customer. This may also be known as a fair use policy. Customers who identify as a person with a disability have the right to receive important documents in an alternative format, if requested. Alternative or accessible formats include large print, braille, documents in plain text, or Word format. A contract is a binding agreement between a service provider and a customer to provide wireless services for a fee. It may also be called a wireless service agreement. A written contract is a written document that expresses the content of the contract. A copy of the contract between the wireless service provider and the customer must be provided to the customer in a format of their choosing at the time the service is purchased or shortly thereafter. A critical information summary is a document that summarizes key elements of the contract for the customer. A wireless service provider must provide this summary to customers when they provide a permanent copy of the contract for postpaid services. It may be included as the first 2 pages of the service agreement or provided separately. Key contract terms are elements of a contract, such as 1. Included monthly voice, 2. Included monthly text, and 3. Included monthly data services that the customer agreed to upon entering into the contract. These elements cannot be changed by the wireless service provider without the customer's express consent and remain in place for the duration of the contract. A privacy policy explains how service providers will handle, use, and safeguard customers' personal information. Terms of service are the rules that a customer must agree to in order to use a wireless service provider's network and services. The terms of service form a part of the contract. A service provider's terms of service can also be found on a service provider's website. This is also known as terms of use and terms and conditions. Customers may receive usage alerts or notifications at specific usage thresholds in their monthly data plan. The notifications are sent at preset intervals, generally before nearing the data limit, and then once the data limit has been reached. The intervals may vary by service provider. These alerts allow a customer to adjust or tailor their data usage in order to make informed decisions about data charges. An international roaming notification is sent to the account holder as well as the device user when the device is roaming in another country. These notifications must clearly explain the associated rates for voice, text messaging, and data services. Data management tools and services help customers manage their bills, including personalized notifications on data usage and roaming, data caps, and usage monitoring tools. These tools are usually accessed via a wireless service provider's website or by downloading carrier-specific apps.